Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, Roundtable Studios proudly brings to you your tag team podcast of the RGV. Chew, are you ready? Ooh, are you ready? It's time for the Chew and Ooh podcast. Let's get it on! And we are live, people. Live.
We made it.
Ready to go again. Oh my God. What the hell just happened? My applause stopped automatically.
Good.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Juno Podcast, and we got a special guest with us today. Let's see if I said it correct. David Norec.
Yeah.
I, for some reason, I was saying Norec the whole week. I don't know why with the feel in my tongue. Norec in the house, man. Let me change this up, man. I don't know why it's doing that. Let me give you a proudly applause.
There we go.
That sounds a lot better there. There you go. I don't like that little cheap applause. You're like, yeah, who's this guy? No, man. David, first of all, thank you for coming out to the podcast, man. I appreciate you coming out. We are live on Facebook and YouTube. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Like regular, always, 7 o'clock every Wednesday. And we got a lot more in store for you. We got some extra stuff for you today, man. We actually got a actual movie review from Jay Smooth. Jay Smooth gets the movie, so stay in tune with us, man. We got some treats. Yeah, he's reviewing Morbius, I believe it was. So it should be a good one there to go, man. So Freddie Honda's already saying hi. What's going on, Freddie Honda? Also, shout out to Petey Witty's here, man. I gotta put the song, bro. Hoy nomás. Ay, papá, Simón Limón. Petey Witty's are probably sponsored the podcast on Freddie Honda. Also, look up Freddie Honda if you're looking for a good tattoo. By the way, it's turned out really good, buddy. Really good. And
you won't stop touching it, Freddie.
I won't stop touching it. It's so beautiful. Thank you once again, Freddie, for a great tattoo. Great job. So enough about me and Chew here, because we can take up time all the freaking podcasts and talk about us. Let's talk about David over here, man, with his great book, man.
Yes, David with his book.
It's The Adventures of Exo and Cy, which I got something very important to tell David in a minute because he tricked me on this one, man. How you doing? Did you find the podcast all right, buddy?
Doing well, man. Thank you so much for having me.
No, man, hey, man, before we even get to other places that you're coming out, as far as like the 956 TV show, you can come on Apple TV, I believe.
Apple TV, Bloomberg TV.
Oh my gosh. Let's get in. First of all, tell us where you're from. Give us a little background history, man. Where you from? How did it come about? And what got you to write a book, man?
Yeah, so I'm here from the 956. I'm from McAllen.
All right.
Born there, raised there. And like the Valley, my family has suffered from diabetes.
Mm-hmm.
And in 2013, I lost a brother to diabetes.
Mm-hmm.
And in 2014, I lost a sister to diabetes. And it was from those tragedies that I was inspired to write this book, The Adventures of Exo and Cy.
Right.
Which is a play on the word exercise. And just to bring awareness to diabetes, obesity, other kind of obesity-related illnesses, and hopefully get kids exercising and keeping them away from type 2 diabetes.
Yes, man.
Type 2 diabetes is like the number one thing down here in the Valley.
Down here,
Yeah, well, in the Hispanic community.
I hear you, man. And the reason I bring up the fact about the Exo and Cy, you sent me a small clip of it. You know, you told me go ahead and check out this YouTube, and it'll give you an insight of the book, what it's like. So I'm like, all right, I'll check it out. And I thought you said it's an adventure book. So I go, let me check it out, man. This sounds interesting. So I start up the YouTube channel, and I'm checking it out. I'm checking out the whole means of the book. He explains to me what's going on, how the book came about, which is a great way to come up with something like this for children and adults. Actually, for adults, even for people that are starting to want to go back to working out, I would recommend. This is where I drew the line with David here, man. It's because I started watching this.
He was so upset, David. He called me up 1 o'clock in the morning. You know what just happened? I actually had to do
push-ups, sit-ups, and run in place. What the hell? But yeah, I mean, great book, man. Great book.
Thank you.
I mean, tell us a little bit more. Tell us a little bit about the book. I mean, the background, what came about of it. I mean, what?
Yeah.
Tell us the backstory of the whole book.
So Exo and Cy, they live in a town called Obesity.
Yeah.
Where the mayor is Diabetes. And Mayor Diabetes, she's secretly the main villain, the main bad guy of the story.
Right.
And in this book, she's sending out Chip and his dog Nacho to steal everybody's healthy snacks.
Don't you like the way that Chip and Nachos? I mean, that pretty much says it all right there.
Let him finish, dude. I was enthralled here.
Well, so they're the villain of this book. So this book represents potato chips,
right.
The evils of eating potato chips.
Right.
And so throughout the book, Exo and Cy try to stop Chip and Nacho from stealing everybody's healthy snacks.
Right.
And so throughout the process, there are 11 different exercises that readers have to do. So you get an actual exercise workout from reading the book. And,
Right.
And with Obesity, you know, I hate to say it, but the area of McAllen, Mission, and Edinburgh this year, according to Wallet Hub, for the 5th year in a row, has garnered the ugly distinction as being the fattest city in the United States of America.
Yeah,
it's horrible. So you can honestly say that maybe I'm from the real life Obesity.
Okay, yeah, I got you. Yeah,
So,
I got you. And it's hard. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's easy just to drop everything. Yeah, because you can go down to any fast food restaurant and you're trying to get as much food as you can. Sound familiar, guys? But yeah,
it also doesn't help that a botana for two can easily serve up for
this is true.
For 6 people. Like that's just a lot of food, and then on top of everything else. Traditional cooking, it's always got to be fatty.
Oh my gosh!
It's always got to have lots of meat,
right?
And lots of heavy dairy and things like that.
Yeah, I mean,
just stuff that has traditionally come out as not being healthy in large quantities.
Exactly.
Being served in large quantities.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, growing up, my mom, we always had a tub of lard, manteca.
Yep. No,
and that went in everything. And went in the rice, the beans, tortillas de harina.
Yep.
All that was like
estilo mexicano, bro. Estilo mexicano.
Yeah. And si no había la grasa por arriba, like when it was cold.
Mom, ¿por qué no tiene sabor, ma? Es tu papá tiene el cholesterol, ya, todos van a comer baked chicken, toda la cámara. But yeah, and go on, tell us a little bit more about the book, man.
Well, yeah. So I mean, as I read the book to kids, they learn about healthy eating, different food choices, and they get an exercise workout. So when I go present at schools, typically when an author goes to a school, the author's sitting down, the kids are sitting down, they read the book and, turn the pages and so forth. But when I go visit, it's interactive. Kids have to get up, they run in place, they do all different kinds of exercises. They become a part of the story. And by the end of the presentation, they've gotten a little exercise workout. So
right.
So it makes it different in that regard as well.
Yeah, because in the beginning of the book, the first thing, the young lady that's presenting the exercise, what was her name again?
In the video, it's Coach Candace Fox.
And you were saying that she was trained?
Her trainer was actually the trainer for Arnold Schwarzenegger. And she is just out of this world, crazy with fitness. She is amazing.
Awesome.
And she's also there from McAllen.
There you go. And like I said, watching the video, I was intrigued the way it started up and everything else. And the adventures of Exo and Cy, and I'm like, all right, watching, okay, this is cool. And then I heard about the chips and nachos, stealing some goodies or something like that from some store or from some probably was having a picnic, I think it was. And he says, well, first we got to warm up. So I'm like, warming up. Oh, I guess I'm probably gonna be doing a lot of walking in this book. Okay, that's cool. Okay, and we did the touch the toes and of course the side to side washing machine and all the good stuff. I'm like, all right, it's a good little stretch, not bad, all right. Okay, and then we started changing when Nacho and Chip take off running. You have to run in place for 30 seconds. So by 5 seconds in, I said, what the hell is going on here? Why am I out of breath? I was like, oh, I get, and it's a great book, man. It's a great book. Not only the fact that you can watch it on YouTube, but you can actually buy the book where, David?
Right now it's available on my website, davidnorec.com. Mm-hmm. Working on getting in HEB stores and Barnes and Noble as well. And actually, and if anybody wants to download the ebook, they can. It's always downloadable for free on my website because I want to make sure that anybody and everybody has the availability to read this book.
And it says here, one of your parents back here, as a parent, I'm always looking for books that will get my kids interested in reading. This book not only, what's they say, accomplishes this, but it gets them moving around as well. Yeah, and it does. It does. It's a very, very interesting book, man.
Why don't you go ahead and tell people your websites where they can find that?
Yeah, David Norec, DavidNorec.com. And this book, it's really a part of a bigger picture, which I call FitLit, combination of fitness
I saw that show
and literature. Mm-hmm. And we're doing some really good things. We started here in the Valley with FitLit, and I'm excited. I can't wait to see where that takes us as well.
Now, as somebody starting to being diagnosed with diabetes, I mean, I have family members that do have, they're diabetic and all that. As far as exercising wise, I mean, I know the book has a lot of exercise in it. For starters, I mean, would it be a good book to start with to get them moving, or so you find anything easier for them to start on?
You know, as always, it's always best to consult with the doctor before doing any kind of exercise workout. But I would say, you know, like the running in place, well, walk in place for 30 seconds, wherever. Start wherever you can. But the most important thing is start.
Right.
You know, do something. Doing a little bit of something is better than doing nothing. So
exactly.
See, what I took from the book is that if you can get the kids hooked, well, then, you know, the parents will join in, and then, you know, the whole family gets involved.
Exactly.
Because that's what really matters. Because, like, the kids, they can read it and they're like, oh, this is so good. Oh, look at that bird. And, you know, and then they're
no, the buck.
Yeah.
Well, and you bring up a great point, because, you know, when my illustrator, Edgardo Gonzalez, he's also from the Valley, from McAllen. And I wanted to find somebody from locally to illustrate the book.
Right.
And when we were coming up with the design, the colors, that's something you brought up that's very important to you, is that, you know, kids, their attention span is very small.
Yes.
So when you get a book that has a lot of vibrant colors, that there's a lot of action going on, they're more apt to actually pay attention rather than start daydreaming. And that's a great point you brought up.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
And because that's just the way kids are.
The attention span.
Yeah, they got an attention span just like that. I remember myself when I was a kid.
You still do it.
Yeah, I still do it. You know, I'll be focused on. Ooh,
Bloodsport.
Ooh, Bloodsport. The wheel, Jew, the wheel.
Wait, look at that circle in my eye.
Yeah, man. But and it's good. It's a very good activity book for not only for children or for adults, for the whole family.
Yeah, because what you got to do is you got to change the routine somewhere. Because like if my family, instead of giving me like, if my mom had given me like maybe 1 or 2 tortillas instead of like a stack of 12 with each meal, you know, and a 2 liter of Coke, you know, I wouldn't have gained.
Okay.
Because that's the way I was. I was a kid, and it was just me and my mom and my dad. But my mom was so used to cooking for like 7 people.
Right.
So it would be like a whole sartén of carne guisada. Y cómetelo, mañoso.
Exactly, right?
Yeah, exactly. And you know, she wouldn't cook with lard because that wasn't healthy. She'd cook with oil, pero como quiera. It's the same. Such huge portions that it just negated any good.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and then like I go outside and, you know, try to do some exercise. My dad tells me, get your ass inside.
Yeah, I got you.
And so
it's different nowadays compared back in the days. I mean, when I was young, we were always outside running around on your bikes. You know, you're constantly doing something. You know, and you know, you can go out there to the light, turn down on the street. Go, okay, time to go home. You know, you know that nowadays kids don't have that advantage to go out anymore. I don't know whether we're as parents. As a parent myself, I mean, speaking. Being a little bit overprotective on their kids to going out. No te vas para allá. Quédate aquí. Métete para adentro. Here, play video games. Stay this, do that. You know, and you know, we're scared to give that open world the way we had it back in the day.
Well,
you know,
it's just that we're far too like you're a parent. You know that you're far too like there's some crazed murderer.
Yeah, exactly.
If they know that my child is outside at this particular time of day, well, they're just gonna wait.
Right.
They're gonna snatch them up.
Yeah, and those are the worries. Yeah.
You know and that's fine. But what the book is trying to show you is that even though you are inside, or maybe you're in your backyard, you know, whatever it might be, you can still exercise. You can still do things that are healthy. You can still get a good
workout.
And you can still get a good workout.
And to add to the family appeal to this with FitLit. One of the most awesome things we did last year was I teamed up with the South Texas Literacy Coalition, and then we created what I call FitLit parks. And what we did was we got the pages from this book, and we had them made into these big metal signs.
Okay.
And then our first park was over at Lake Harlingen,
Okay.
across from the library.
Yes.
And we put these metal signs along the walking path,
Right.
so families could walk, read the story, and when it came to an exercise, there was a QR code where they could scan it, and it would take them to a video showing them how to do that exercise.
Oh, okay.
So as a family, you can walk, you can read, and then when it comes to the exercise, you do it there, and you're doing this as a family. You're reading,
right.
you're having fun, you're exercising, and it's great. That's what we also did another Fitlit park in Edinburgh, and I'm waiting for McAllen. I know Brownsville wants one.
Right.
PSJ ISD, they have this book as a Fitlit park in several of their schools, and I'm just hoping this thing takes off.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, what I've seen so far, like the little bits and pieces that I saw on YouTube on it, great book, man, great exercise. And I was telling the wife, I go, I think I'm gonna see this book at least twice a week now, just to get back, because it's hard, man. I mean, being the age I am,
right,
going to work, coming home, sometimes you get exhausted and you gotta get your kid out there to go run around. And sometimes you're just like, oh man, I don't want to do it. I've been outside all day, but you can't just think about yourself. You gotta think about your kid, man. And I need to step up to do that. Yeah, I gotta give that example to my son. Say, hey man, you know what? Let's go out. And then having this book, I mean, it's as a tool for me to show him, hey, look, son, we can do this. Let's go have an adventure like
exactly.
Exo and Cy did.
Exactly.
And that's the cool thing about it. Sometimes he'll tell me, you know what, Dad, nah, don't feel like it. I go, well, at least I tried. I'm trying to get him out there, or have him just do one section of the book. And just to get him to stretch or run in place, or all the good stuff you have. Even the climbing the ladder part, actually, that was good aerobic workout also for that. I mean, it's great to have a book like that.
Well, so it's good. He's also doing it because you're doing it with him.
Exactly.
That's part of it. Once he gets to a teenager, like, get away from me.
Yeah, Dad, I'm done with you, Dad. Just get away from me.
Just leave your wallet and get out.
And also, a big shout out today is Autism Month awareness. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Shout out to all the young men, women, boys, and girls who have autism. Awareness is a big part of this month, and you don't know anything about it, and the families look into it. Get that awareness out there, man. So we are in the mix. Yeah, man, like I said, that book, it's a great book, man. I mean, I like it. It's a good exercise book. You fooled me there, David.
Yes.
You fooled me there, David.
Well, speaking of fooling somebody, can I just say real quick, because I don't drink.
Okay.
So if somebody sees me drinking, this is liquid death. This is water. This is water, and it's really good water, by the way.
It's water. Don't tell him it's alcohol.
You're straight snorting lines of it, people.
No, it's water. And it's funny because when he got here, he goes, "You want a water?" Yeah. And I gave him the liquid death. And man, he goes, "Here you go, buddy." And he's like, he passed it over to Chew, and I'm like, "I just gave you water. Why'd you give it to Chew for?" I give him another one. I go, "Here you go, buddy."
No, this is for you.
No, this is for you. This is for you.
Yeah.
And he actually opened it up. He goes, "Oh yeah, it is water." Goes, yeah, it's water. It's mountain water.
Delicious.
It's very good water.
Yes,
very refreshing. Yes. A lot of our guests love drinking. And as for me, out of respect for David, I didn't serve myself Michelada mix today. I will do it in 2 weeks. Because I mean, I just want to pay respect to Dave for doing what he's doing with his book. It's great, man. I love that. I love what you're doing. And we got anything on the feed right now, Chu?
We had Julia Velasquez. I'm sorry. Saying, so important. Diabetes is terrible. My husband's kidneys failed because he didn't take care of himself when he was young, and people just don't realize what problems obesity causes later in life.
Yes.
Amen.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. And I know Big Renee says, cool ASF. I'm not going to say it out loud. Great stuff, David. Great stuff. Yeah, man. Like I said, awareness-wise and diabetes, I know it's one of the high common, I say it's a disease, personally, but it's
especially here in the valley.
Yes,
you can't swing a cat without hitting somebody who has diabetes or has a family
it's
member.
True. It's true. There's always that one family member that has it,
Yeah, or someone who has a family member.
Exactly.
And to see somebody that you love go through everything that diabetes brings is just awful. I saw both my brother and sister before they passed away. My brother was a great athlete, and he was at the end, he was in a wheelchair, having I think he had at least one leg amputated.
Yeah.
My sister is the same way. And then I have another sister who had to stop working. She's still alive right now, but she's gone legally blind. You know, she has dialysis 3 times a week.
Oh gosh.
And then it sucks to see somebody you love just
go through that.
Yeah,
you know? I hear you.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I mean, to be living with that, I can't imagine, you know, going through that. It's just right now you make the decision for yourself. You know, you got to keep yourself healthy.
Yeah.
You got to keep yourself, not only for yourself, for the people that you love, also that are in your life. You know, they want to see you around every day of your life. You know,
that's because you know you can't think of it as just being on a diet. It's not a diet. It's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know, because even if you're Hispanic or you know a person of color, and if there's family history, like it doesn't matter if you're built like Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know, if you're predisposed to it, you're going to get it, and everything that comes with it. Because my oldest brother, you know, he's the fittest guy, one of the fittest guys I know. You know, he's 60 something. He exercised every day. He, you know, he ate relatively healthy and everything, and he was only recently diagnosed as having type 2 diabetes. And so like
it happens. It
happens, and that's because like on both sides of the family, you know, it's just been predisposed.
Gotcha.
He's had a healthy life, but still.
Right.
You know, he's predisposed and he got it, and you know he's dealing with it right now. But you know, I can't imagine what it's like for him at this age now to be dealing with that.
Right.
You know, because it is pretty much a lifestyle change for him now.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Because like he's got to take care of himself differently now.
It's a one day at a time thing. I mean, you take it one day at a time, and you need to see the light at the end of the tunnel. You're eventually going to get there, man. You can't just live in the darkness and say, "Oh, I diagnosed with this. What's the whole point now?" But you don't give up on yourself. You got to keep pushing yourself forward. You need that person in your life to push you forward. You know, regardlessly on what stages you have as far as being diabetic. You got to be pushed to stay. Hey, man, you got to stay healthy.
That's one of the things that they tell you is like when you're diabetic, it's your emotions kind of get a tighter grip on you. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
And you know, it can be easy to slip into stuff like that, especially when it's like one thing after another. But you always gotta look towards the positive. You know, especially if you have something like that. You know.
Well,
you know, speaking for myself, like I have this recurring nightmare that.
Here we go again.
I do a podcast with some fucking asshole.
Oh my God! Here we go again.
It just won't stop. You know, it's
pinch yourself and see if you can get out of it, buddy.
Well, I'm pinching.
It ain't working.
It's not working. You know, but you know, I say that, you know, because as a diabetic myself, I do have those low moments myself.
Yeah, the thing is, you have to have that person as a positive person to keep pushing you forward. He goes, hey, watch what you're eating.
I'm still looking for that positive person, but
keep looking. But
and you know what? And what I've seen is like you look at a country like Mexico, and a lot of people, you know, they have a lot of negative things to say about Mexico.
Yes.
But one thing they are being champions of right now, if you look at their candies or sweets or their sodas, there are warning labels on their stuff. I don't know if you've seen that.
No.
You'll rarely see it here in the U.S. like from the Mexican product, but if you go to Mexico, like I was eating at a restaurant, and I know I shouldn't be. I wanted a bottle of Mexican Coke, right? Because you know how good those are, right?
Yeah,
Don't worry about
right
there. It was just one.
Oh,
no, and I got the Coke.
Mexico Coca-Cola. If you can sponsor us, that'd be great. No. What were you saying, Dave?
Well, no, on the bottle it had this black warning label, and it said excessive sugar, excessive calories, and then here's the kicker: it said not suitable for children. And I'm thinking, can you imagine if our products here in the U.S. had those warning labels? How many parents would not, buy this for their kids or allow them?
Exactly.
Or you know what? I remember I was talking to somebody and I asked them like, why do you think it's okay to give your kid soda? And they're like, well, it's not bad. I'm like, okay, well, will you give some to your pet dog? And they're like, of course not. I'm like, well, why not? Because I don't want them getting sick. Oh, okay. So you're telling me your pet is more important than your child, and you're more worried about your pet getting sick rather than your kid.
Your home, your own flesh and blood.
Yeah,
pretty much. I hear you, man.
Well, I mean that's just the way this country is, because Mexico has seen the problem that they're having with almost everybody getting diabetes because like at one point like Coke was actually like considered a medicine still.
Yeah.
You're feeling run down, drink some Coke.
Yeah.
You
es
got
como acá el pinche 7-Up. Tómate un 7-Up, te duele el ojo, tómate un 7-Up, te quitas
te duele la panza, 7-Up.
7-Up, dale.
And that's just the way it was down there. Now that it's happening now, it's more of a response to like the newer generations wanting that.
Right.
Yeah.
As opposed to this country, it's more reactionary. It's like only when people start like dying, only when like there's a problem at the front door and it's knocking that, okay, well maybe we should think about doing
right,
something.
exactly.
COVID-19.
Yeah, COVID-19 example.
Exactly.
It's amazing how quickly we came up with a well, I shouldn't say cure, but a vaccine for that, right?
Yeah.
But other illnesses like diabetes, you know, we're still waiting on that.
Yeah, we're still waiting for diabetes and various other forms of, but again, where's that push? And when there is that push, who's really championing it? Not the rich people who are getting rich. But I don't want to go out. I'm threatening to go all political.
Let's not go there. Come on, let's get off of that. Let's get off of that landmine.
Yeah, all right. No, but getting back to what I was saying, it's because the people in Mexico saw the problem. Yeah. And they addressed it. Whether or not people like listen and still give it to their kids or whatever. That's another thing.
Right. Yeah, I hear you,
because
man.
Like we were talking about, with us, our generation, it was like, cómete esto, si tiene manteca, pues bueno, y si no, pues
ni modo,
lo que sea, nomás, just eat what I put in front of you.
I hear you.
And it's up to the newer generations, the new parents, to teach the kids, how to live a healthy life, not just be on a diet.
Yeah. We gotta keep them back all that junk food, man. That's number one thing, though. I mean, though it's so tempting to see it in front of you.
It's delicious.
It's delicious, but we just gotta minimize how much the intake is. I mean, it's okay to have it, but you just gotta minimize it.
Yeah,
don't overload yourself.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying don't go to the breakfast buffet that's over here on.
Ya sabe, camarada. He knows
where they got like so many.
It's Mr. Chu. Come in, Mr. Chu. Come in.
Está mi mesa.
Acá está. ¿Compruebas?
Tráeme esa coca, la mexicana.
Ponla aquí. Oh my God, that is horrible. Anyways, let's step into one of our. What are we doing first right now on our?
Well, while you're playing at the screen, I am going to go ahead and start playing the. Where is the cursor?
You are lost, aren't you?
I am so lost.
My gosh.
Cheap.
It's a maximize. Don't worry. Let's go into a little commercial break here.
For our merchandise.
Oh, our merch. Yes. And when we come back, we're going to ask David about his merch and see where we can get all the stuff and his cap and his Fitlet shirt so we can get that going. So set her up, Chew.
All right, here we go.
What's going on, guys? This is Ooh from the Chew New Podcast here to talk about a little store we have online. You might want to go check it out. Go to www.bonfire.com/store/chew-ooh-store/. Look it up online, our Facebook, Instagram, even in our YouTube channel. We always have it posted up. We got from t-shirts, we got pullovers, we got caps, we even got mugs, guys. If you still want that mask, we still have masks available. Different styles for everybody in any size. Just go on there and check it out. You will not be disappointed. And if you want to be the cool kid on the block, get the new Chew New Podcast cartoon shirt. Trust me, it'll be the life of the party. Hang in there, guys. We got some more podcasts for you. And if you're watching this right now on YouTube or on Facebook Live, step by step, it'll show you how to get your stuff. Laters, Gators.
We're back.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Chew over here going off on David. Says, how dare you make my buddies work out the way he's like? He's in a good shape. The circles are shaped, damn it. No. But anyways, enough of that. As far as anything else, David, I mean, the merch wise, I mean, the cap. Where can we get a cap? Where can you get a shirt, man? I know you said about the books. The books, how much? If you wanted a hard copy, something like that, or
right now all we have is a soft cover, $10.
Okay.
On davidnorec.com. I've just recently put an order for new books, so they'll be coming in hopefully within the next couple of weeks. Working on caps, shirts, and other types of merch. I know coming on the TV show 2 Minute Drill, one of the perks of that is some new shopping thing that they have, and we're going to work on doing that as well.
And as far as the continuation on the adventures of Exo and Cy, is there anything else coming up in the future as far as book number 2?
Yeah, man. So right now I'm planning it for it to be a series of 7 books.
There you go.
To be released every November, because November is Diabetes Awareness Month.
National Diabetes
Awareness Month. And it's also my sister who passed away. Her birthday is November 17th.
There you go.
So I want every new book to be released on November 17th.
There you go.
Now this is the adventures of Exo and Cy, a little boy and his dog Cy. The next book will be called The Adventures of Aero, Aero, which is going to be a little girl, and her cat Bix, Bix. So if you put Aero and Bix together, you get aerobics. So it's going to be the adventures of Aero and Bix. I don't mind at all. And so
spoiler alert.
Each year it's going to alternate. It's going to be Exo and Cy, then Aero and Bix, Exo and Cy, Aero and Bix.
Right.
And they both live in OB City. And in the end, they're going to finally team up to defeat Mayor Diabetes.
There you go, man. Oh, man. That's something that I might want to get. If it's going to
win?
No. What I'm thinking is that this is like the beginner's level. Next one's going to be like intermediate level. Then you can have the expert, then the hardcore at the very end. That's what I'm hoping for, man. And by the end of the 7 books, I can already tell you how I'm going to be like this. Someone bring me the coffee right now. I'm dying. But yeah, man. I mean, 7 books straight, and
7 books.
Wow, man, that is. And as far as the workout, are you still gonna still work with the young lady that's helping you right now?
I hope so. I mean, I don't know what the future holds there, but really, what I want is like for other cities to host fit-lit parks in their cities,
right?
And what I want is whichever city does that, I want their local celebrities or their local either mayors, whatever, for them to do the actual exercises. So nice, for that city, when they scan it, it goes to there. I mean, we're in Weslaco. I would love. I don't know if he watches this podcast. I hope he does. But you guys have a pretty famous boxer in Weslaco, right? Brandon Figueroa.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, we've heard, and we've tried.
You've tried?
We've tried.
I mean, hey, you never know, but I mean, it would be really cool for him to do something here in Weslaco, showing him do the exercises. That would be so cool. I mean, that's what he's about, right?
Right.
Fitness
right.
And that kind of stuff. So
yeah.
Well, I mean, he's pretty busy exercising all the time.
Yeah, no kidding, staying in shape, and I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
But I'm sure that if the right person reached out with the right message.
I mean, what better way? I mean, you have a local celebrity like that can influence the younger generation to get up, move, and exercise. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, of course. Especially like we were talking before the show that it's Diabetes Awareness Month for the Valley here.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
The month of April.
Right.
And I've already seen on the local news how they're going and talking about free diabetes testing at local HEBs and everything.
Yep.
That's awesome, man.
And it helps to get the word out there, because
right.
As hard as it might be to hear, some people just don't want to admit that maybe they have a problem with diabetes.
Right.
And it's better when you catch it early.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
And if that other plan doesn't work, hey, why not Chew and New here in Weslaco start a fit-lit park? We have Chew and New and all the local wrestlers coming out here. Little Mooncat, little Danny Chance, a little Matatan.
Did he just
I did. What? you can do the warm-up.
Hey, I do the warm. That's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. Right? I'm not sure about this guy. He's already checking. I don't feel too good right now.
There is a cool down at the end. That's like the warm up at the end, just to cool down. So there you go. Those are taken right there.
He could be the one sitting in the chair, and the story's over. We should do that, buddy. Boom, boom.
No, but that's cool. I mean, because you guys
go. I'm exhausted just thinking about it.
But it's cool because you guys are big into the wrestling scene, local wrestling, and in one of the books, I actually want to introduce a character who's a wrestler in the book.
Oh, there you go.
I like following that as well.
Okay, and we're talking about that before the podcast, so that you follow the show with the episodes you like the most, or the one with the wrestlers. Yeah, and then we were talking about when we had the Wolf King and the Tiger King back in December. You got to go back and check that last episode.
Remind us of that moment.
That was a beautiful moment. If
Eric Shadows is watching, it's a good thing that guy's not here right now.
I'll kick his ass.
I would kick his
I
ass.
swear to God, if you walk into that door, he comes in. Oh, yeah. The look in his face was freaking priceless, bro.
Shadows is a great wrestler. I've seen him wrestle several times. He's a great wrestler.
Yeah, but that's not what we're getting at. That's not what
Let's just say I would have been short of a table if it would have gotten any further than that.
Did the wolf become a pup?
No.
That moment, or?
No. I have no association with this gentleman, Eric. I just want you to know.
Eric, you're a hell of a wrestler, man. I'm big fan.
But yeah, we have had a couple where we had Danny Chance on the program. We've had a lot of wrestlers walking through. We have a couple of more coming in, hopefully through the rest of the season. Yeah, man, they've come in. They've been great. I've been out to the show already. Great atmosphere. It's fun. It's fun, especially when they're hearing the podcast. But like I was telling you earlier, and I don't want to let the cat out of the bag yet, but no pun intended. But around late May or June, we should have a face-off between
the movie.
No, we should have a face-off between Danny Chance and Mooncat here on the podcast. So you should keep an eye on that one. That one's gonna be a lot of fireworks on that episode. And I have a special button for that one because I had to really look through all the special effects on this tablet. So I know eventually I'm gonna be using this through the whole thing because there's going to be a lot of bad words for the whole damn program. So I got to make sure that's up and running for that in particular episode. So
it's a miracle you haven't used it while I was talking.
I know. I would basically have the button all the way through. But anyways, that's besides the point. But anything new on the feed? Anybody else talking out there?
No.
Before we go into we got to pay the bills, man. We got to get our sponsors up and running, bro.
Well, I was going to bring Curtis Whispers.
Oh, you want to hear the Curtis Whispers first?
Let's do Curtis Whispers.
Oh, no, all right, I forgot. We got Jay Smooth.
He went through all the trouble of going to a nice air-conditioned movie theater.
This is true, which we had to pay for.
Yes.
By the way.
Yes.
They go, you're welcome for the big jumbo popcorn and the, speaking of diabetes, big popcorn and a large cherry Coke. Like he demanded, because he says, this is the way I'm going to get paid. You're sending me to the movies every week. So let's play a little bit of Joe Smooth there and enjoy yourself, guys.
Let's see what he's got.
Let's see what he got to say.
And now, Chewy New Podcast presents Careless Whisper with Jay Smooth.
So listen right here, Mr. Chewy New. Morbius was okay. Too bad. It was better than Venom 2, I'll tell you that. But here's what I gotta say. Sony, appreciate what you do with the Spider-Man stuff, but I think it's time to throw a towel. Give the keys back to the kingdom. And you know who the kingdom is. Mickey Mouse owns everything. Give the keys back to him. They know how to do proper stories, how to handle Spider-Man and all the Spider Universe. You just keep doing what you do with consoles and cartoon movies. That's all I gotta say. Hey.
This has been Careless Whispers with Jay Smooth. All right.
And we're back. Oh, well, there you go.
Okay.
Jay Smooth on Morbius.
That wasn't a complete take, huh?
It wasn't really a complete take. And yeah, this is true. It was okay, I guess. I mean, he did waste about $90 of our sponsor money. Hey, but it was for just a minute.
Yeah.
Really? I'm going to talk to Jay Smooth about this crap, man.
You agreed to it, sir.
Well, yeah. Well, I know the next one he'll be discussing is going to be, I believe, the new Sonic 2 movie. So that actually, I'm hoping I hope it's a little bit of a longer review for that one. But shout out to Jay Smooth for the whole minute. I'll take it. Thank you, Jay Smooth. I appreciate it. So right there, I think we should go into our sponsors because we got to make that money back to send Jay Smooth back to the theater.
We need that Petey Wee's money. Yes.
We need that Petey movie. Just put the commercials on.
Right, here we go.
What's going on, guys? This is Ooh from the Chewy New Podcast. Here to tell you a little bit about our sponsors. Ovidio Brothers Electrical, Sergio Ovidio, Master Electrician. You can get a hold of this guy at 956-904-7177. That's 956-904-7177. Looking for a master electrician that's going to do it right the first time? Give Sergio a call and let him know the Rockstar sent you. Hemp It Up, CBD in McAllen and Westaco, Texas. Guys, tired of those backaches, shoulder pains, stressed out? Hemp is the safest way to go, guys. It's like I said before, God didn't want us to have it, He wouldn't let us grow it. You got gummies for stress, you got Delta 9s, you got oils, hell, you even got a little bit of the roll-ups. And it's all legal, guys. Get a hold of Marty and Osvaldo. They're the great guys out there that can help you out with all these aches and pains and stress. And even if you can't sleep at night, you got the insomnia, get a hold of them. And they're everywhere. All you gotta do is call them up at 956-540-9488 and just let them know Chewy News sent you. Matt Merritt, AC repair guy, guys. Crazy weather right now. You want to make sure all your ducks in a row. Call Matt Merritt at 956-884-8288 and let him know Chewy News sent you. Trust me, you won't regret it. Beady Weedies, Michelada Mix. I cannot stop talking about these guys. All the guests I've had on the podcast have enjoyed every minute of it. I don't know what Irish puts in this stuff, man, but I know it's fresh. The ingredients are great, and it's a hit out of the ballpark every single time. You can pick them up in Edinburgh, Mission, or in Wesco in certain locations. If you want to find out more, follow Iris on her webpage on Beady Weedies in Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, even on TikTok. Trust me, your taste buds are going to thank you. And if you did end up calling her, let her know you heard it first on the Chewy New podcast. And maybe she might hook you up. I don't know. Baco's Plumbing. What more can I say, guys? This guy will tell you straight out what you need for your plumbing in your household or in commercial. Give this guy a call, 956-249-4312. Remember, your crap is his bread and butter. I guarantee you, man. And let him know Chewy News sent you, brother. The Craft, located at the Eatery in Westaco, Texas. Guys, you're looking for good entertainment for the weekend, to start off your weekend or to end it. Great food, first of all. Second, great beer. Craft beer, name it, they got it. It's like the way they say, if we don't got it, you don't want it, baby. If you get a chance, taste their pizzas. Oh my gosh. Taste buds will be dying afterwards, man. Give Miguel a call at 956-458-6465 and let him know Chewy News sent you. Guys, stick around for some more podcasting. We hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you to all our sponsors. They pay the bills here for us, man. We appreciate everything you do. Peter Weeds is watching us live right now. Rick Phoenix also live. I know they're on watching us. Thank you. Appreciate you guys coming on the podcast, guys, and watching us play with David here for a little bit.
Can you rephrase that?
Well, no, I'm not. Okay. But as you can see right here in front of the camera, we have the book displayed right in front. If you guys are looking for it, that's the bad boy right there. The one's going to start up your workout habits. Wink. But yeah, man, great book. Like I said, and I appreciate you coming on the podcast, man. It's fun. It's always interesting to meet new people. And what better way to learn more about them is with our pod decks. All right, get it right. Pod decks.
Pod
decks. It's the D-E. All right, not the other way. But anyways, that's besides the point.
What other way?
Shut up. Anyways, we got 3 official questions here for Mr. David. And I'm going to let him pick out which one it is. And he's going to read it out. And he's going to answer it to the best of his ability. Sure, when you want. All right.
This one right here.
Let's see. Go ahead and read that one out.
Ooh. I don't know. If there was a sandwich named after you, what would be on it?
There you go, buddy. Subway, I hope you're listening.
Hola, tienda Subway.
Subway.
This is...
Whoa,
That's a tough one.
That's a new one. This is actually one of the newest ones I've actually gotten out of the pod decks this time around.
I have to be careful too the way I answer this, right? Like I can't say I want cheese and.
Then what's the whole point of the book?
You do you, man. If it's gotta be bacon and cheese all the way, well then
Well, I mean, bacon is not bad. And just okay, you know what? All right, let's go with this.
Everyday bacon. Everyday bacon and cheese.
Grilled chicken, bacon, American cheese, lettuce, tomato, mustard. There we go. That's kind of plain, but that's good. That's some good stuff. And avocado.
Of course, you can't go without avocado. Yeah.
There we go. An avocado.
That actually sounds like a sandwich that they have at Subway.
And what
healthy fit?
And what would it be called?
Ooh,
what would you call it?
The Fitlit sub.
Hey, nice patent. Anyway, said mine would be like fried shrimp style po' boy. Oh my God! Have you not been watching the show, Miss Petey? Have you not? Go back to the beginning and watch it all over again.
Right.
No, yeah, I
hear.
hear.
What, Iris, this is gonna take a minute. This is gonna. Take
let me hear. I want to hear choose a sandwich here. What would you put on your sandwich, bro?
Oh, just totally healthy stuff.
Wow, man! The direct.
It would be
that one eye that's looking. I can already read the whole thing. What is wrong?
It would be a McRib.
Oh wow!
On top of a triple meat and cheese and bacon Whataburger with the curly fries from Jack in the Box.
Jeez, this guy's going.
Wow.
So you mean to tell me you pull up the Subway and say, "Just give me the bread. I know what I'm about to put."
Sounds good. Just let me go back there.
Let me do it.
Let me do
Yeah,
it.
what would you call that?
Yeah.
I would call it with cheese.
With cheese.
Yeah.
There we go.
With a Diet Coke.
Diet Coke.
On the side.
The Coke Zero.
And then Petey was saying, sugar. And she goes, I know. It's just LOL. I know, but it sounds so good. But for myself, it would probably be, I'm going to try to go healthy, man. Every time I go to Subway, I try to eat healthy as best as possible. I would go with the wheat bread, first of all. Yeah. Go with the Black Forest ham on top with a little bit of pepper jack cheese. All right. Spinach. Don't water your mouth there, buddy. Spinach.
Go on.
A little bit of onions and top it off with probably with some honey mustard on top.
Yeah.
Getting ready to go. And then on top of that, it'd be steak. And
steak, eggs,
and name of the sandwich would be "Baby Jesus, take the wheel." That's what
I was gonna say before that. Is that called the sandwich?
It's called the yeah. It's called the Jesus, take the wheel. There you go.
But in all
with a Diet Coke.
With a Diet Coke, please.
Oh my gosh!
But in all due seriousness, mine would I'd want to go with a wrap. A wheat wrap. I like chicken breasts. A nice good chicken breast.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe some provolone cheese on there. Green pepper, spinach. Maybe some Italian dressing or just regular mustard.
Right.
A little bit of avocado, not too much.
I've tried to get into the vinegar. The
vinaigrette.
Yes, I've really tried. It's actually really, really good. I mean, I've heard that it's healthy also.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I mean, it's very good. I mean, it's kind of a new taste, but it's actually very good. And I've tried my best to eat that with my sandwich.
Yeah, because I mean, if you're someone who's like used to like A1 steak sauce and bold flavors and chili and everything.
Dude,
like
that's
that.
every Thursday night.
Exactly. That's why your wife tried to get you on a diet. Ya se me pasó, babe. Bring the brisket.
Speaking of brisket.
Yes, I know. But it's in the grand scheme of things, like, since I've been diagnosed, I have been trying. It hasn't always worked out well, but I am aware of what I got to eat.
Right.
So I don't always like go immediately towards it. Like I gotta space these things out.
Right.
And I've come to the realization that as I get more, as I eat more healthy stuff,
right,
I really can't dig into like the old stuff that I used to get into.
Right.
Like I can't finish a botana for 2. You know,
and it's funny. It's funny when I go pick him up for the podcast. I go dad mode on him, and I walk into his place. I go, "What's this? What was that? What's this? What's this candy doing here? Give me that candy." And here I'm throwing stuff out. And they're like, "Hey man, I just got that." Not today, you didn't get it, because I know he has a stash somewhere. I'm eventually gonna have to raid his house and go in there and make sure he has. Look at that face.
You'll have to frisk me.
Oh my god!
I got a cherry raspa with nerds hidden somewhere.
Yeah, lots of gloves, ladies and gentlemen. Lots of gloves. David's like, guys, let's move on.
No, David, you agreed to come on the show.
And Beanie Weeds makes says, LMF, laughing my ass off, says
a salad with a side steak.
Yes, that's so true. That works every time.
Hey, that's actually a thing. A nice big salad with a steak cut up on top of it.
Yeah. I mean,
that sounds good.
Yeah,
that sounds really good, man. Yeah, man.
It's when the bacon bits and the
the
fried egg and the loaf of bread.
That's where everything looks so healthy when it comes out. You're preparing the salad and everything. It looks really nice. Maybe a little bit of flour seeds. The flour seeds look good. You know what? Let me put a couple of croutons on. You know,
because
let me get some bacon. You know what? Let me put some noodles on. Let me get pineapple. Let me put this. Boom, boom, boom. By the time you have a salad this high, you're like, pass me the ranch. This is going down.
No, the regular ranch.
The regular. Give me the Hidden Valley ranch. Because we're gonna hide all this shit somewhere. But anyways, man, let's go to the second question here. Let's see. That was a good one, actually.
That was a good one.
The actual first one that we've had read on the podcast. There you go, buddy. Question number 2.
What's the best piece of advice you've ever been given?
There you go.
Ooh.
That's another good one.
It is a really good one.
That's another good one.
Man, I've been given so much advice.
What's made the biggest impact in your life?
There you go.
Be humble.
Yeah. Amen.
Yeah, amen.
Be humble.
Yeah, it is. Be humble.
I think so. Yeah, exactly. Because once you start drinking the Kool-Aid, once you start, just believing your own stuff, and be humble.
Be humble.
Yeah,
at all times. Yeah.
That's when you trip over yourself,
Exactly.
And then like nobody's gonna feel bad for you. All the goodwill that you built up, it's just
it's
just gone.
And the beautiful thing about the podcast, we've had so many people walking through our door. They've been nothing but humble.
Absolutely.
Sitting down on the podcast. Shout out to everybody who's been on our podcast, man. Every single person that's come into this podcast has been humble with us. I mean, great remarks, well behaved. At some points, well behaved.
We're not poking them.
We're not poking them with bad questions, but that's another show. But every person that's walked into that door has been humble. It's been a blessing, man. Yeah. And have David here is a blessing too. With his book and everything.
Everybody's been willing to do the hard work.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you saw the Hall of Fame speech from the Undertaker this past weekend.
You know what? I have not stepped on that yet.
Speaking of stepping on that, because one thing he said was, make sure you look at the feet or the toes that you step on your way up, because it might be connected to the butt you're gonna have to kiss on the way down.
I like that. He
said that in the speech. I'm like, hey, be humble.
Yeah, be humble. That's true.
Coming from him. Like he's a legend.
Man, I mean, geez, man, it's crazy. There's so many years. I mean, and this is the way off topic, but so many years. It's awesome to have somebody who likes wrestling. Seeing the Undertaker.
All right, I'll leave. You and David
seeing the Undertaker wrestler from his beginning of his career to the end where he is now, it's been an amazing ride, man.
Yeah.
I mean, so many phases that he's gone through. It's great. And the one who could tell you the in and outs would be Ro from the Triple B podcast. He would tell you. You know who? Stop messing with the guy. Shout out to the Triple B. We gotta give our brothers a shout out. And all the other podcasts out there.
They're responsible
for he will tell you the odds and ends of the Undertaker, one of his favorite wrestlers, man. And to see his career go from start to beginning, watching wrestling from a young kid to seeing him now step out. And another one, also Triple H leaving his boots in the ring on Sunday's WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert for anybody who has not seen it yet, but he left his boots in the ring, signifying that he's done also. And then not only great endings, but great beginnings with Cody Rhodes back with the WWE and the hunt for the nice big championship belt, which I believe he will get and bring it home.
The American Nightmare.
Yeah, man, love it. I love it. And his speech on Monday Night Raw was great, also. And good for him, man. Good for him.
Yeah,
for everything he's doing.
He's one of those wrestlers, like he's not old school, but like he's kind of legacy.
Yeah.
So it's like it's great when you see them in their setting.
Yeah.
That they're most famous for.
And it's true. And it's true what he said when he came in. When he came into the WWE, he demanded a lot.
Yeah.
Yet he had nothing to back it up yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For him to leave, go to where he went through his career, end up at AEW, make that into a franchise that got so big, and for him to say, you know what, hey, I got to take care of some unfinished business, come back to his roots and say, you know what, I'm going to do this. Not only do this for my dad, I'm doing this for myself and my family and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
And that is very big boots to fill, especially being the son of Dusty Rhodes. That is some huge boots to fill.
That's also a lot of pride to swallow.
A lot. Consider the fact that he faced Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, which, oh my God, you should.
A great match.
If you would have seen, I still laugh at myself and I laugh at my wife, because when the lights went out, because they hadn't said who Seth Rollins was gonna face. When the lights went out, I was like, well, who's he gonna face? Who's the pop? Who is he gonna be? It's probably gonna be The Rock, or it's probably gonna be somebody from New Japan that jumped over to WWE. Let's see who the pop is.
The return
and I'm waiting
of Doink the Clown.
Yeah, right. The return of Doink the Clown, maybe the Boogeyman.
Ooh.
But yeah, so I'm there like, all right. And then the lights go off, and you see the fireworks run across, the fireworks on top, and I'm like, who the hell is this, man? And I didn't hear the voice. The voice I didn't connect until I saw the emblem with the American flag, and I go, a week ago or 2 weeks ago, I followed Cody Rhodes on his stream, and he was getting a tattoo on his neck, and he didn't show it off, but you could see the design, what it was. And when I saw the design, it just hit me. Holy shit, it's Cody Rhodes. Wow. And sure enough, when he came out, I was running up and down the house, jumping on couches. My wife's like, what the hell? It's Cody Rhodes. It's Cody Rhodes. He's back. Oh my God. Like a kid that just won $1 million, man, off of a bubblegum strap. But it was crazy, man. It was crazy. It was a great WrestleMania, man. Great. If anybody went out there to go see that live, man, God, you experienced a great WrestleMania. It was great, especially in Dallas, man.
It was actually one of the highlights of the entire show.
Not to mention the Stone Cold Steve Austin on Saturday, and also on Sunday, which, by the way, Mr. Van, you botched the move.
Oh God, that was so bad.
I can understand. Age comes with the box. Totally understandable. So you
could have done better.
We'll give you a pass. We'll give you a pass. But anyways, and last but not least, the last question of the night.
Let me go on this side.
Okay, let's see.
Somewhere here. All right, it's here.
Here we go. And this is gonna be it right here. Here we go.
Ooh, which living person do you most admire?
All right, here comes my moment. Here comes my moment. Here it comes.
There we go.
Come on.
David, you're too nice.
Don't say it, David. We're good. We understand.
Which living person do I most admire? You know what? My mom passed away last year in November. No, in September 21st.
Okay.
Immediately would have been her. But living person, I'd say my daughter.
There you go.
There
you go.
God, I'm so proud. Hannah Summer, and she is. I am so proud of her, and she knows that, and she hasn't been dealt the best hands in her life, but she is doing the most with that, and to see her drive to become a doctor, she's going to be.
Wow.
She's going to be a senior next year at UTRGV.
Wow, man, that's awesome. That is awesome, man.
It's. I honestly, I pray for two things to be alive for. Number one, to walk her down the aisle.
There you go.
And secondly, to be in the audience and to hear her announce Dr. Hannah
Wow,
Summer.
man. Yeah, that is, man. That is awesome, man. To see that, to see your own flesh and blood to accomplish something that big in their lives and you to be there, and that's the push that I'm talking about. You push yourself to get to those moments,
Yeah.
to see that, any parent that's out there that's struggling with diabetes or anything in their life, man, you push yourself as much as you can to make sure your kids are going to be well and off. It's something every parent goes through. I mean, Lord knows I go through. My wife goes through it. I'm pretty sure you go through it also. And as being and it's not being an uncle or an aunt.
Yeah.
You want to be there for your nieces and nephews. Even though you have no next your child or son or daughter in your life, but your nieces and nephews also count, man. You want to be there for them. You want to push.
Family.
Yeah, there's.
And I've told her, like, what I'm doing with the book right now, it's awesome. It's amazing. It's a dream come true. But I've told her, I looked at her in the eye and I told her straight up, I will give up my dreams so that you can accomplish yours.
There you go. And that's what it's about. That's what it's about. Sacrifice. And sacrificing for the ones you love.
You know what? I've noticed that for parents, like it's not really a sacrifice when it comes to the success and the well-being of their kids. Like for you, you said yourself, she's gone through things, but as long as she's got you and family that love her, that'll get her through.
Yeah, amen.
Right. Yep. Exactly.
I'm pretty sure that's she'd agree with that.
Yeah. Her name is Hannah
Summer.
Hannah Summer. True New Podcast. Wish you luck and the best out there. Keep going, baby. Get that diploma and get some. Be the best of all of them, man. Be the number one out there. That's all I can tell you.
It hurts when I do this.
It squeaks when I do this.
You ever when I eat botana?
He's got botana elbow already.
It's botana elbow.
Watch out. I can't no more. You're going to call right now. It hurts. Stop doing it. Stop doing it, cabrón.
And I have this bad dream where I do it.
Oh, my God. Leave it alone, dude. Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
What do I do now?
Oh, my God.
But,
man. I mean, that's awesome, bro.
All the power to her and to your family.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, pushing for something that big in her life to do that, that's freaking awesome, man. And for you to be there to witness it, that's even a even bigger accomplishment, not only for her but for yourself.
Yeah,
that's awesome, man.
Thank you.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we are coming up to an hour.
We're at an hour.
Hour already. Hour and 2 minutes.
Hour and 2 minutes.
Yeah. And I appreciate everybody who's hanging in there and watch the podcast. We appreciate everything you do. Leave your comments at the bottom. Don't forget to subscribe to our podcast on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcast, Amazon. Our merch also. Jump on there. Look, throw all your socials one more time, David, so everybody can look for your book and everything. Follow you, buddy.
Yeah, on Facebook, David Norec Exercise. I'm on Instagram, David Norec 14, Twitter as well, TikTok as well. I just started that. So, but davidnorec.com, you can check everything out there. And real quickly, if I can plug in, this Friday, April 8th, on Bloomberg TV and Apple TV, 2-minute drill with David Meltzer. It's a worldwide television show.
Awesome.
Please tune in, watch a 956 born and raised person, and try to represent the Valley as best as possible.
That is awesome, man. We appreciate you. Appreciate you coming out, man, and everything. Yeah, send us the links, man. We'll be more than happy to toss it on our Facebook page, our Instagram, everything we have social media on.
If you find any good raspa stands.
Oh my God, I know. This guy's asking about. Why are you asking about raspa stands, bro?
I want raspa.
Oh my God.
Hey, but to be honest with you, a good friend of mine and I, we are actually talking about a healthy raspa stand. Like healthy and healing raspa stand. So look out for that.
Hey, I can point out to you some healthy restaurants that serve healthy foods, and they're doing really well. So
you let me know when you need a poster child. Or I'll get you.
Yeah, let us know. We always need a new sponsor, David.
Hey, there you go. We'll name one after you, the Chew Raspa or something.
There you go, buddy.
You hear that?
The Chew Raspa.
Face.
Yeah.
Face.
Yeah. I want you to make one for me, but on the background, I want you to put something like that. The Raspa.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want my kid buying it.
What do you don't want to know that. You don't want to know. Anyways, back to we are way off topic. Ladies and gentlemen, that is our podcast for today. David, thank you for coming out, man.
Thank you guys so much.
Appreciate
Appreciate it. Thank you.
I hope you had fun with us.
I had a blast.
If not,
It was so awesome.
we'll be expecting the lawsuit in a couple of minutes.
Have your lawyers call out. But if you can, come back in November.
Hey, I would love to come back with you guys.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we'll schedule something with you for November, man.
All right,
come
sounds
back.
good.
And then you want to have anything else for us to bring to us, we welcome it, man.
Awesome.
We
I appreciate
welcome
that.
it.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Oh my gosh, Chew. We're gonna be off next week. We're off next week. No program next week, guys. I got plans with the little ooh at home. So with the little, I'll call him the little ooh. Birthday's coming out. So happy birthday! Before I say happy birthday to my little boy.
Happy birthday!
11 years old next week on the 13th. I probably will go live on Facebook and do a happy birthday song for him. So you guys tune in for that day. David, like I said, once again, thank you for coming out. We appreciate you, man. Everything you do. This is a big positive for the Valley. And for those of you that don't know, go back, watch the show again, listen to it again, and get all the info you can at David.
Check out the book.
And check out the book. Look for it. It's going to be in HB soon, man. Look for that bad boy. It's going to be out there. Remember, where did you see the ask? Where did you hear about this book? Here on the Chew New Podcast. Let them know. Chew, sign us off.
I've been Chew.
This is you and David. Norec in the house. We will see you next week. Laters, Gators!
Taking my leg off.
Oh, no.
I'm taking off my leg now.
Don't you dare.